Now we are going to start the dermatomes. So mainly what is dermatome? Dermatome is nothing but you can see this diagram. These are the dermatomes of our upper limb. So it's an area of a skin which is supplied by one spinal segment is called dermatome. So one spinal segment supplies one area of skin that is called as dermatome, and it is having a preaxial border and a postaxial border. So preaxial border is nothing but the thumb side. The thumb, the radius bone will be on thumb side, right? So this side is called as preaxial border. And if you see on the preaxial border, mainly you have segments starting from C3 to, you can see a segment starting from C3 to C6, C3 to C6, and C7 will be for middle 3 digits, right? So on the preaxial border, mainly you find the segments that is C3 to all of course like C7 up to like C7. So next let us see what is postaxial border. Postaxial border is little finger with ulna, right? This side is a postaxial border, and here if you see you will have the dermatomes from C8 to T1 to T2 segments, right? So like this also you can remember according to the preaxial postaxial borders. Here it's you can easily mention that this is the preaxial border along the thumb side, and the postaxial border is along the little finger side. It's same on the palmar side or also in the dorsal side, it's same. Okay, so now we will see the line which is along this which the central dermatomes are missing and distant dermatomes join each other, right? And across overlapping dermatomes it is called as axial line. If you see here, this is a ventral axial line in the middle, this is a dorsal axial line. So axial lines are nothing but the lines along the central dermatomes where they are missing and distant dermatomes join each other. You can see this side is joining with this side, so this middle point, these lines are called as axial lines. So like that you have on the ventral side ventral axial line, and on the posterior side you have the posterior axial line. Okay, and two axial lines, ventral axial line extend up to the wrist, whereas dorsal axial line extend up to the elbow, only up to elbow. It is coming up to the wrist, but dorsal one is only up to the elbow. Okay, now we will check out the dermatomes, we'll understand it. So for example, if imagine your hand in this position, so it will be very easy for you, and we'll also learn at last the trick, right? So dermatomes are divided into anterior aspect and posterior aspect. So if you see on anterior side, first the C3 C4, if you see my video on cutaneous nerves, you will understand C3 C4 are nothing but the supraclavicular nerves, right? Cutaneous nerves like that only it's like, but the dermatomes are different from cutaneous nerve. That thing you need to remember. C3 C4 is the root value of what? Supraclavicular nerve, which is coming from the cervical plexus, which supplies what? The deltoid muscle and the pectoral region, right? Next coming to the C5. The C5 is in, you can see, whole arm, right? And C6 is also in the forearm. So this C5 C6 is nothing but it's a medial side, because it's a lateral side. This is the medial side. Just by your just by your little finger and thumb you can find out which is lateral medial side. Always medial side will have little finger, right? So medial side you will see the segments T2 T1, right? And C8 first will come from order. C3 C4 they supply the shoulder region, C5 to the arm, C6 to the forearm, C7 to this middle three fingers, and C8 to the little finger, T1 and T2 to the the medial side of the forearm and the medial side of the arm. So same will be on the posterior side also. If you see C3 C4 for the shoulder region, C5 you can see for the arm, this is arm, right? For the forearm you will have the C6 and middle three fingers again C7, and only for little finger special C8 push, and T1 for the this is little finger side means medial side, right? Medial side T1 for the forearm and T2 for the arm. So actually if you see like this, now you may not remember anything because it's like what we are saying, you can't understand. But if we draw a simple line diagram, then we can easily understand this very easily. So how to draw a line diagram, let us understand now. So first we'll see anterior side of the arm, and this is the posterior side of the arm. So just we need to draw a box diagram. First we will draw for arm, this is the arm, right? So for the arm just divide it into 4 boxes, right? Next we'll take the forearm compartment. Okay, for the forearm just draw the one compartment and divide it. Okay, next we'll go to the arm forearm, right? Next we'll go to the palm. For the palm, just make one box, right? And next for the proximal phalanges, right? For the proximal phalanges, make one more box, and for distal phalanges, make another box. So total how many boxes you got? 1 2 3 4 5, right? So total 5 boxes you'll get on the anterior side. Now let us fill these boxes with numbers. So just write 5 and 6 3 times. Okay, next write 6 and 7 3 times. Okay, so after 6 7 8, right? Write 8 till here. Write 1 and 2 2 times. Okay, so just write like this, and now we'll see which side is supplied by what. So mention here, this is the medial side, this is the lateral side. Okay, this is the medial side, this is the lateral side. Now we'll see medial side of the arm is supplied by what. Now you can say easily by the median nerve, right? By the median nerve. And medial side of the forearm is supplied by what? Again here also median nerve, right? Next, coming to the lateral side of the arm, if you remember, lateral side of the arm is supplied by 3 nerves. So to remember that 3 nerves of the lateral arm, 2 nerves, especially in the forearm you'll have one more arm. To remember that, you have a mnemonic called arm, right? Arm. A for axillary nerve, R for radial nerve, M for musculocutaneous. Okay, so arm you can write, so this 3 is right. Now coming to the median nerve only, median nerve will take a turn in the palm and it will supply this lateral side of the arm, right? Lateral side of the palm, phalanges are supplied by again median nerve. So this will be median nerve. Okay, and this side, this median side is supplied by little finger side by ulnar nerve. So these are all the anterior side. So why we are making this box? Actually to understand the root values. So to remember the root values very easily, if you remember this box, you can easily remember root values. For example, if someone asks what is the root value of arm median side, so we will see very easily 1 and 2, right? What is the root value of arm on lateral side? 5 and 6, right? And if someone says what is the root value of forearm median side? 8. So like this, it's very easy. So if you draw this box, it will be easy. Coming to the posterior side also start making boxes, but for the arm make a special big box. Okay, for the forearm make 2 compartments again. Okay, sorry, for the forearm don't make any compartments. For the arm, right, I'll draw for here forearm, this is for forearm. Okay, next draw for next draw for palm, proximal phalange, distal phalange. Okay, so now don't divide this, so we'll come from 5 6 7 8 6 7 8 6 7 8, but at last only 7 8. So just you need to remember this number order. So now we'll see. So this is again medial side, right? This is lateral side. So arm on posterior side mostly it's supplied by what now? Radial nerve. So forearm also radial nerve, right? Even on lateral side also by radial nerve on posterior side, but only this one is supplied by median nerve, and of course medial side by ulnar nerve. So like this you can make this box and easily remember all the root values. So if someone asks what is the root value of radial nerve, easily you can say from this diagram 6 7 8, right? 6 7 6 7 8. For forearm if they say 6 7 8, only for palm and phalanges 6 7. So by this diagram you can easily say, otherwise it's very hard to remember for every nerve what is its root value. So if you even observe these nerves, they are according to the cutaneous nerves. In before video if you see cutaneous nerve, you will easily understand arm medial side supplied by median nerve, arm lateral side first part supplied by axillary nerve, next part by radial nerve, next part by musculocutaneous nerve. In the case of forearm, the forearm median side by median nerve, right, lateral side by musculocutaneous nerve. In the palm, medial side by ulnar nerve, right, on the lateral side by median nerve. So this thing already discussing cutaneous nerves. And posterior side mostly by radial nerve, either in arm or forearm, whereas coming to palm only it will change. In palm, on the dorsum of the hand mainly, the radial nerve supplies the lateral side, right, but the medial side is supplied by ulnar nerve only on palm, phalanges, everything. But only in the distal phalanx that is changing. In the distal phalanx of lateral side, the median nerve supplies the last part and the ulnar nerve is same for everything. So like this, by this diagram we can easily remember the dermatomes. So after this we'll start the superficial veins.